Hi Lovies and Happy New Year! Today is going to be a flip through of my 2020 setup and a journal with me for January. So I just wanted to show you that I changed my medium just a little bit and I'm going to be using a lot more gel pens in my journal. I am still using my $5 teal journal from Michaels and I'm still going to use my favorite pen, which is my Micron. So, without further ado, get yourself something warm to drink and get ready for 2020's flip through. So, as you can see, I used very minimal color and my color is all from gel pens. And that is really the medium that I'm going to stick with for 2020. I want to change things up. I can't say that I'm going to do a minimalist spread because I love my color. Not sure I can I'm not sure I can go that far, but I want to change my medium and do a lot more gels, which you can see brings beautiful color, but I just touch color here and there instead of coloring everything in. And I'm just showing you typical things that I put in my first of the year setups, which is like movies I watch and Netflix and my 2020 playlist. And of course I got on board with the 20 things in 2020 bucket list. I really want to focus on my weight loss and my exercise. So this year you're going to see a lot more grid style layouts. I'm going to focus more on those because I really want to see my progress. I really love looking back, and that is one of my favorite things about bullet journals. So I feel like if I do more grid style like you see here in front of you, I'm really going to be able to see my progress and how far I've come in certain things. And I love that exercise in pixels, and you might see like the pixel theme thing a lot more as 2020 goes on. And of course, I have to have my books read in 2020. I had so much fun doing that. And I'm also going to be doing a tracker for my growth in Do What You Love, of course, of my channel. And then I have all the months and the weeks laid out, so I'll be able to see from the beginning of the year to the end of the year how much Do What You Love grew. And then these blank pages I left blank because they're going to be one photo a month for 2020. This is what they look like in 2019, which I didn't even finish because my little printer ran out of ink, but just to give you an idea of what I want to do on those blank pages, this is them because I really do enjoy this. And I just ordered my ink so that I can finish that. And then once I get those pictures laid, I'm going to be doing a 2019 flip through. Can't wait to show you that too. But now it is time to make these beautiful white pages beautiful for the month of January. And I just want to show you here, guys, that I've been bullet journaling for quite some time, and I still take the time to do everything out in pencil first. That's just who I am. It'll give me anxiety just to put it down. And I'm just showing you that the only colors, which for me, this is a big deal, is going to be my Micron, a gold gel pen, and a like grayish, blackish Tombow. That's it. Those are the only colors I'm using for the whole month of January. That's a really big deal for me, guys, because I'm all about the color. So I'm trying new things and new techniques. So without further ado, let's get this going. I am so excited about January's theme. It is stars, because for 2020, I believe it's going to be the year of miracles. So I just feel like stars are so appropriate to start the year off with. So all you see me doing is taking my trusty Micron, which I think will always be my favorite pen, and going over all of my pencil marks. I'm just bringing all my pencil marks to life. And then I'm going to be taking my gold gel pen, and that is where I will bring in the color. And then the other pen that you saw me holding, or marker, if you will, was my Tombow. I have yet to find the Tombow pack that is like your, I don't know how to explain it. It's more like your highlighting kind of colors and lighter colors. I have a pack that has like neutrals in it, and that's where I found this specific Tombow, and it's kind of in between a black and a gray and a green, and it works for me. I would like to find the other pack so that I could use it more for like highlighting and shadowing and things like that, but for now this Tombow works, and you're going to see me kind of use it all throughout my spread. And it wouldn't be true to Missy style that I wouldn't make a mistake. So as I go back in and do all of my downstrokes in January, so that January kind of pops off the page and doesn't get lost in all of those stars, for whatever reason I dotted the U with a heart, which you'll see me do throughout the whole layout, because I dot all of my eyes with hearts. And after I did it, I'm like, are you for real, Missy? That was a U, not an I. But you know what? It wouldn't be a layout if I didn't make a stupid mistake like that. So I just want to encourage you guys that if things like that happen, it's okay. Take deep breaths. Your page is not ruined. You just find ways to fill a space in and just make it your own. And you're going to see me make the silly mistake. And then when I move on to my next page, which happens to be a quote page, I just put hearts all around January, and then it's not as noticeable. And you know, you can get really upset about things like that because it's the beginning of your notebook and you're going forward in your journal and things like that, and you just want to rip the page out. But you know what? It's silly mistakes like that that make it your own. And like I said, it really and truly would not be a layout by moi if I didn't do something silly like that. And as you can see, I'm bringing color. I'm making the January kind of pop off the page by highlighting all of my downstrokes. Yeah, do you see it? I dotted the U with a little heart. You're going to see I fixed it later. So now that I have January's little mistake all fixed, I'm going to go in and work on my quote page. And my quote reads, happy new dreams, happy new days, happy new desires, happy new ways, happy new year, happy new you, 2020, the year of miracles. I really love that quote, and I found that quote on Pinterest, and I thought it was just appropriate for 2020. And I don't know if you guys noticed or not, as you can see, January has been fixed with all the hearts, but I'm not sure if it translates really well on film here, but the gold gel pen is a metallic glittered gel pen. So I mean to tell you, when the light catches my pages right and I go to turn them and so forth and so on, the shine and the shimmer is just beautiful. And to me, it just makes my heart happy, because I just feel like that's what the new year is all about, bright and happy and shimmery and sparkly. And to me, it's like it's the perfect medium for stars. So I really fell in love with January's theme, if you will. And even though this is like one of the simplest ones I have ever done, because it's like literally black and gold with some highlight, it's like one of the most favorite ones, if that was even a word. I think I just said two. Yeah, I don't even think that was right. I think it was one of my favorite layouts that I have ever done in my whole like bullet journaling career, if you will. I guess I love the simplicity of it, but it looks so good. I just love it. And then just to add a little sparkle in places, I just add like little like diamond shapes and little like sparkly doodles, if you will, just to bring everything to life. And then you're going to see me go back in on the 2020, and again I'm going to be highlighting my downstrokes, but instead of filling them in with more black from my micron, I'm actually going to fill them in with the gold gel pen. And really and truly, while I was working on this spread, I was having like little mini panic attacks going, I love the way this gel pen looks. Gel pen, you cannot run out in the middle of this layout because I need you to go through the whole thing. And my gel pen stayed strong through it all. Now that we have the introductory page done, we can turn the page and work on more personal things that I want to really keep track of during the month. So I want to keep track of my goals for January, my self-care, because it's very important, and that is one of the things that I'm very much focusing on in the month and in the new year. And my to-do list, of course. And I also want to keep track of the books I read monthly, even though I have a yearly book tracker. I really want to focus on what I read in a month so that when I look back, yes, I can see all the books I read at a glance in my yearly tracker, but I can also go back and see specifically what I read month to month. Also, I've got on the bandwagon of Audible. I think that's how you say it, right? Audible. And I want to see how many physical books I read and how many I listen to. And I also love podcasts. So my first page is like my goals and self-care and to-do. And then the second page, which you do not see because we had a knock at the door and I got busy talking to the person who had come and totally forgot to film the second page. So I apologize for that. But I think you guys kind of get the idea here. I just made circles. I shadowed them with that Tombow that I mentioned earlier. And I kind of wrote the to-do or the self-care in the circle, covered them with stars, and filled it all in with that gold gel pen and little like shimmery sparkly doodles. And I think this page turned out, I just love this layout. In my personal opinion, out of all the different pages that I do for the month of January, I think this one is my favorite. I really love how this one turned out. I also want to mention that I put a little quote in the corner and it says, shoot for the stars. I love it, love it. So positive to start the year off. But we're going to turn the page again and we're going to be working on my Bible reading tracker and also my prayer challenge tracker. So here we go with more of those list or grid type layouts, if you will. Like I said in the beginning of this video, I really want to add more of those in my layouts throughout the whole year because I really think that they bring like a pinpoint of how you were throughout the year and where you've come, and I want to see how my tastes and things like that change over the year. I just find that fascinating, and that is one of the reasons I absolutely fell in love with bullet journaling, because you really get to see how you change over the years and how different things come about. And if you do a lot of like tracking type layouts, it's really fascinating. In my personal opinion, I may sound like a total dweeb, but for me, it is one of the highlights to bullet journaling. So I just put 1 through 31 down the side, and then I will fill in each day what verse I'm reading for my Bible, and then my prayer challenge is whatever I feel the Lord is placing on my heart to pray for that specific thing, like whether it be our president or my husband or one of my kids. And that is how I'm going to track what I did for my Bible reading and my prayers for January, which I love because that'll change month to month. And then I'll be able to go back at the end of the year and see all the different Bible reading I did and all of the different prayer challenges that I took, which for me is so exciting. Like I said, I really like to look back at those things. I find it very interesting, but not to keep repeating myself. Now we're going to turn the page one more time, And just like I said about my exercise and my weight loss and things, that's very, very important to me this year for 2020. So I feel like meal planning should be a very big thing. So instead of having weekly layouts where you kind of use it like as a calendar, I thought, well, maybe if I did weekly layout for meal planning, that would work much, much better. But I won't need like a week on each page, because meal planning is just, it's not a lot of things. So I figure I'm going to try it out this month for the month of January. I figured that if I put all 4 weeks on one page, I'll be able to, and if I put 7 bullets, I'll be able to plan what I'm doing for breakfast, lunch, and dinner, because it's just like one word. Like my breakfast will be like a B, and I may put an F for fasting, and then lunch is like a protein drink, and then dinner is a salad, so that's kind of how I'm going to do it. If I need more space, then when February rolls around, I may take 2 pages to do my meal planning and just do 2 weeks on those first 2 pages, and then the last 2 weeks on the other 2 pages. So this is kind of like a trial and error, but I really feel like meal planning should be a much more pronounced thing, I guess, in the upcoming year for 2020 for me. So that is what I'm going to begin doing for my weekly planning, instead of calendar-like planning for the week. So that is my plan. We'll see how well it works, but we are coming to a close here, and I really, really love how this beginning of 2020 bullet journal spreads are turning out. I really think that this is going to work for me, and whatever doesn't work, or after I do this, if I feel like I need to add more, I will change up my spreads as the months go by. I'll add, take away, whatever needs to be done, which is another wonderful thing about bullet journaling, because I can speak bullet journaling, because you get to pretty much cater them to what you need, whatever you feel you need to be tracking, and whatever you would really like to see change over the year and things like that. That's what you can really focus on. So no one's bullet journal is going to be exactly the same, and that's the beautiful thing about this, and that's really why I fell in love with it. So we're going to turn the page one more time, and we are going to be working now on my YouTube tracker. This is not something I usually put in my bullet journal, but I thought it's a new year. We're going to try different things, and I really, really want to expand my channel, Do What You Love, and I really want to track its growth and how much I upload, and to really see the differences maybe in what videos you guys really like, and I can focus more on those type of things. And I just feel like if I track the growth and views and such, I'll be able to really determine what you guys really like out of my channel. So I'm very excited for this tracker, and I do plan on using it in my future bullet journal months, if you will, and really seeing the difference, because I feel like we're going to grow together and really see what you guys like, because it's more about you than it is for me. Of course, I make the videos and I have to enjoy it, but it gives me joy to know that I'm making something that somebody else really enjoys. I hope that makes sense, but I do get a lot of pleasure out of putting out content that I know you as my viewers really enjoy. That makes me very happy. So I feel like if I track that, I'll know better where to hone and pull away and do more of. So, not to get all technical, but I just feel like this would be a really good kind of tracking device. And I also have one of these at the beginning. You probably saw my YouTube Do What You Love growth tracker. That's to see how over the year, and then if I do monthly, I'll be able to see how it grew through the month as well. So it's like a year overlook and then a month overlook, which I really, really, again, I really find very interesting and I like. So I don't want to keep repeating myself. These are kinds of the same explanations for the reasons why I'm doing what I'm doing kind of over and over again. But what I want to know from you guys is tell me down in the comments, what did you think about only using 2 colors for the entire layout? It was basically my Micron and this gold gel pen, and I did a little bit of highlighting with the grayish Tombow Tell me what you guys think. Did you like that? To me, it's like a minimalist spread, but at the same time, when you look at them, they're very colorful. I really, really loved this, and I love the shine and the shimmer, but you guys let me know down in the comments, because usually my spreads are super, super, super colorful, and this was very different for me, but I really, really enjoyed it. So just let me know down in the comments what you guys think. And I also put a quote here too, which says, "Stars shine brightest in the dark," which I love. I really love this star theme. I think it turned out really, really pretty. So that's it for me today, guys. I really, really, really hope that you enjoyed my 2020 layout and my January layout. Thank you so much for journaling with me, guys. I hope that you have a wonderfully blessed day, a wonderful start to your new year. Always do what you love, take care of you, and I'll be talking to you very soon in the next video. Until then, guys.